Take it away whenever you're ready.
Hi friends, and welcome back to The Korner. This is Adam.
And that is Adriana.
And we're here with a lovely guest. Would you like to introduce yourself, first name, pronoun, and the company you work for?
All right. My name is Tad. My pronouns are he and him, and I work for the Valens Company.
Nice.
Thank you for joining us.
So Tad, tell us, what is your favorite cannabis product on the legal market at this time?
Oh, geez. That probably changes like on a bi-weekly basis. But there's a few like cultivars and like flower SKUs out there that kind of stick out in my memory. And I'll give a shout out to Sugar Bud and their Prenup.
Good job.
Yeah, one of my favorite sativas.
Nice stuff.
Yeah.
What does 420 actually mean to you, personally?
420.
Yeah.
Like the date, the time.
That's up to you.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it's a little bit of like an identifier of our community. I think that it means something different to everybody that's a part of that community. But at the same time, I think it's like a nice sort of signifier that, everybody's welcome because cannabis is different to everybody as well. So I think that's what it means to me.
Definitely.
Nice, yeah. What is one thing that you think the legal market is missing right now?
In terms of like in the market?
Yeah, in the marketplace. What's just something that nobody's been putting out yet that you can think, or that you think should be
sure.
there?
Yeah, I think in the Canadian market, it's missing an old-fashioned 2-4. I think that like a bulk buy is something that's really appropriate for the Canadian adult market. You never see people buy. It's the most popular format for a case of beer. And really for a lot of rural communities, they're not going to be driving in for 5 measly cans every time. So yeah, missing the 2-4 for a party and for sharing cannabis.
That would be great, actually. I love that idea.
What is your absolute favorite part of your job?
Absolute favorite part of my job is the people part. In my role at the Valens Company, I deal with a lot of different members of the cannabis community, from purchasers that run multi-store locations, to bud tenders, to customer engagement events like this. We're talking to real customers that are giving me live feedback. So I love just all those different touch points with all the different members of the community. Lots of friendly folks in cannabis.
Excellent.
420 friendly, if you will.
Exactly.
Nice.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate you joining us today. It's always fun being with you, Tad.
Yeah, for sure. We'll
Yes, thank
have
you,
lots
Tad.
more fun stuff coming up.
Exactly. We'll see you again in the future.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. Perfect.
It'd be awesome. Okay. Hi, friends, and welcome back to The Korner. This is Adam.
And that's Adriana.
And today, we're going to meet our new friends. So, if you would like to introduce yourself, first name, pronouns, and your company.
I'm Sarah, she/her, and I work for my own company. I'm Dope Queen Inc. I started growing for myself for like anxiety and PTSD and just growing my own medicine. And I show what I do on social media, and I just like to support people in the cannabis industry and like teach them how to grow, and just that cannabis is a lifestyle.
You're awesome. You're amazing. We love that you got into the industry for good reasons. It's always nice. What is your favorite part about growing?
Growing for me, I like taking care of my plants. It's that's what helps like get me up during the day, to be honest, is checking on my plants, and like the health of them just reflects my health. So that's kind of how they help my mental health that way.
That's cute.
Yeah.
And how long have you been growing?
About 12 years. Yeah, off and on. So
That's awesome. So lots of wisdom then, of course. Any
suppose.
number one tips for new growers out there?
just like give it a go, even if you don't think that you can grow, because I've never really grown anything in my life until I started growing cannabis, and it kind of just really took off for me, and I did really well. So
Sarah actually finally helped me grow my first decent crop, so I'm very thankful personally.
yeah.
What is your favorite crop to grow?
Well,
To date, I guess. I mean,
my island sweet skunk, to be honest. Yeah. So that was like one of my first grows about 8 years ago. Yeah. And I just really liked the strain. I liked everything about it, the colors when it flowers, and yeah, the smell,
All
the
the
smoke.
good, all the
yeah.
good. So, where can people find you? How can they find your lovely clothing line and your grow?
Yeah, I guess I'm on social media, like Instagram mostly, so just dope.queen420. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, thank you for joining us. We
Thank you
appreciate
for
it
having
as
me.
always.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. Appreciate it.
Thanks. You did great.
Perfect. All right. You ready, buddy?
Hi, friends, and welcome back to The Corner. This is Adam.
And that is Adriana.
And today we have a lovely new friend. Would you like to introduce yourself? First name, pronouns, and company?
My name is Ron. I go by him and his. And I actually work for Calgary Co-op.
Hey, that's exciting.
Yeah, I'm actually a store manager for Calgary Co-op.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice, like that.
How long have you been a manager for?
So I actually been in the industry since legalization.
Nice.
So I started with New Leaf Cannabis.
Okay.
And then I hopped on to Co-op for the past 3 years recently.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Currently, do you have a favorite legal product that's out there in the market?
Oh, so right now it's actually the Dab Bod's Moon Rocket blunts.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Which one?
So I actually tried the blueberry and the sour diesel, so I'm actually leaning more on the blueberry side.
Ooh,
right
I
now.
like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
What's one thing that you think the legal market is missing right now?
Oh, we need to get rid of the cap on edibles. Like 10 milligrams on THC. It's been in the market for how long now? Like, come on.
Yes.
Like, it's been there. Everyone knows it's been there. So, like, they know they know it's been around. They know how to work around it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, give the education to the kids about, like, this is mine. Don't give them that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's there.
Definitely. I
Yeah.
definitely agree. What does 420 mean to you?
For me, it's like a holiday.
Yeah.
For me personally. Like,
I
I gotta
like-
book it off, but I'm gonna book it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We all say we're not going to, but we do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sales.
Exactly.
Nice. What is craft cannabis to you?
Oh, that one's like taste. So no matter how I like consume it, like so if I roll in a joint, put in a bong, or even like put in like a nice good volcano, it has to be tasty. It's tasty. Even if I look under like a nice good under like bright light, it has to look pretty too.
Yep.
Right.
Bang appeal is a thing, right?
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yes.
definitely.
Hey, like if I could just, if it's in a bag, if it's nice and like nice good quality, I could feel if it's nice and dense.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Squish them out, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Push structure.
Right, definitely. Well, thank you for joining us today. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Really nice to meet you. Thank
It's
you.
nice meeting you guys too.
Yeah, thanks. Perfect. You did awesome.
Sweet.
Yay,
All
thank
right.
you. Nice and simple. Hi, friends, and welcome back to The Corner. This is Adam,
And that is Adriana.
and today we have a new friend. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah.
First name, pronouns, and company?
Of course. So my name is Cyrus. I'm from the Loud Plug. Behind it is Canadian Clinical Cannabinoids, which is our LP name, and the Triple C owns the Loud Plug.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Oh, so why did you get into the legal market?
It's a bit of a long story, but I'll try to make it short.
The short version.
It started in 2010. I got into the growing side from an MMAR program, which we all know cross country with the pink papers. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
so I had a facility in Scarborough, and we were growing right in the heart of Scarborough with our MMAR program. In 2013, when the Harper government came up with a program of bringing, basically LPs to life, we decided to put an application. But unfortunately, because we were a small facility, we didn't get a lot of attention. And it took us almost 6 years on the ground to get licensed, till 2019. But by that time, by us paying all the bills and rent, we had to raise money.
Yeah.
So eventually, I lost control of the company. The company was sold to Supreme, and as Supreme took us over, they didn't. A year later, they were going to be sold to Canopy,
Yep.
and for $500 million. So at that point, they decided to sell our company back to me.
Oh, nice.
I took over the company this time. I'm the only shareholder of the
Congratulations.
Congrats, man.
Loud Plug, and we started co-packing.
Smart.
As we started,
smart.
doing co-packing and just doing what we love, because we've been in the industry so long. Whether it's growing flowers, whether doing pre-roll, it wasn't our first gig. We didn't have the CPG background, but we started getting a lot of contracts, and thus using the money and fueling the Loud Plug. The Loud Plug was the first company in Ontario to come up with blunts that they were made of chamomile tea leaves. Before us was only hemp papers. So we got that approved, and Benny Blunt Oil was born, and the 3 times 0.5 format, and it was honestly like a rocket ship.
They are
From
so
there,
good.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I absolutely love the guava biscottis. They are on point, taste every single time, perfect burning. They are fabulous.
Appreciate it.
We buy too many of them. Yeah.
Yes, more than we'd probably like to admit. But
Thank you.
so, what in all of your years of growing is your favorite cultivar to grow personally?
Well, my favorite was the headband that we had. It's old, old school strains,
yeah.
and I remember even a small bud I used to live around anywhere would just be stinky as fuck, and I just was in love with the cultivar, just the high of
Everything.
it. And I look at everything, like even with our flower, like Exotic Gas or Venom OG that we have in the market. For me, growing is one small part of the whole deal. Curing and getting it to market at the same quality that you're seeing.
Cured to death.
That when you open the bag and it's that terps is hitting your nose every time consistently is where I think the Loud Plug has done well in the past year. Not, kind of letting down the consumer at the end of the day, having a couple of good batches and then a drop. So we work super hard to maintain that consistency all the time, and just bringing more stuff to the market. Like we brought the Bubble Hash blunts, which they're available in Alberta now.
Yay! Super excited for those.
Yes. Yeah. So, how long have you been in cannabis, including, say, gray market times? Like,
Almost 13 years.
13 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
12 years, yeah.
Nice.
What is your absolute favorite terpene? Do you have one?
You know what? For me, it's like ice cream. I
Yeah.
think depends.
Picks on the day. Hey,
Yeah, I don't think I like one particular strain for too long. I like flavors. Even with the Loud Plug, if you look at our strains or products, every year or so, our genetics will totally change. We'll bring new flavors to market, and maybe at some point, our best-selling genetics will come back. But I wouldn't say like I have a favorite
No,
to say.
not at all.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Obviously, I'm assuming you like blunts.
Yes.
What would be your second go-to? Bong, pipe?
Old school. Just roll the joint. and-
Roll a joint?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
it's a
But I
classic.
mean, I like the concentrates too, but yeah.
Yeah? You're a dabber now?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Got to do it now. With all the cool innovations that you already have, do you think that there's anything else missing in the current legal market?
Absolutely. So anything in the future from the Loud Plug, when we're looking submission, especially, and we just did a submission with Alberta. Actually, today is our, I think it's a deadline.
Nice.
All LPs have to put their,
Yep.
submissions today. Whenever we look at a submission in any province, we look at innovation first, and then the data.
Right.
The data only you can follow. And the reason we've grown is because in most of the drops, we had something to say about it in Ontario that was missed. It's not rocket science, certain things like the Bubble Hash blunt, but before us, there was no one doing
Right.
it. So in the future, like in the next couple of months or even in October in Ontario, we will have Russian cream blunts, banana blunts. As a lot of blunts now are becoming kind of diluted in the same, we felt like we want to change that conversations again and bring something else new for the first time to Ontario and eventually Alberta.
I love that Russian cream. Oh, beautiful. Well, thank you for joining us today. We
Yes.
appreciate it. Definitely.
meet
It
you.
was really nice
Love
to meet
being
you.
here. I
all.
love Alberta, and thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Your product's great.
Definitely.
Plug the Loud Plug. They're great.
Bye, friends.
But all right.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
Okay.
Hi, friends, and welcome back to The Corner. This is Adam,
And that is Adriana.
and we're here with our lovely new friend. Would you like to introduce yourself? First name, pronoun, and the company you work for.
Perfect. My name is Jaina. My pronouns are she, her, and I work for Plant Life.
Ooh.
Excellent. So, Jaina, how long have you been in the industry?
I've been in the industry for just under 6 months now. I'm in my first cannabis bud tending job, and it's definitely been my favorite line of work so far. No complaints.
What brought you to the cannabis industry then?
I had a friend that was a bud tender, and just seeing how passionate he was, and I, of course, smoked weed already,
Yes.
and I wanted to just know more than what was good weed to smoke because that's all I knew. But seeing that passion and just like the genuine joy and just how nice everyone is, yeah, that's what brought me towards the industry and
love that.
keeping me there for sure.
Exactly.
What's the most annoying question you get as a bud tender?
Generally, how is this going to affect me?
You can't answer.
Yeah, the ones I can't answer, of course. That is probably the most annoying thing. Or if people asking, do you just sneak off to the back to smoke?
All the rude jokes that come along with being a bud tender. Yes,
totally.
definitely.
Damn that stigma.
So, what does 420 mean to you personally?
It's a good question. One that I haven't gone to ponder much, but honestly, 420 is just like a fun reminder to just like forget about whatever worries you have and just like focus on, sparking up, taking that moment, kind of like a self-care moment. That's how I view smoking.
That's awesome.
Who's your favorite LP on the market right now?
It's a good question. I have so many like favorites at the moment. It's just been going back and forth.
Out there.
So many good ones. Recently, been getting a lot from the Loud Plug,
Yes.
Carmel.
Yes, top
course.
favorites, of course. You've got to, right? Good tasting, good quality.
I've been getting a lot of like Bazam and Ness recently. Organicraft. Yeah, I could just keep going, honestly.
On and on and on.
Yeah.
All good
Right?
ones, yes.
So, do you think there's anything missing from the legal market currently? What would you like to see come out next?
That's a good question. I'd love to see edibles being able to grow and branch out a little bit more, of course.
Fix that regulation a little bit. Yes.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed seeing the growth of infused pre-rolls and things like that recently, so I'd love to see that go even farther. Yeah, mostly just the edibles.
That's awesome. Well, thank you. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you so
It was really
much.
nice meeting you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Perfect. Yeah, you're doing awesome. Thank you.
All right.
You want an interview too?
Yeah.
Hi, friends, and welcome back to the corner. This is Adam,
And that is Adriana.
and this is our lovely new friend. Would you like to introduce yourself? First name, pronouns, and the company you work for?
My name is Juan, and he, him, and I work for Canna Cabana.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the industry for?
It's gonna be a year this November. Yeah, so it's been chill.
What is your favorite part about being in the industry?
The weed for sure.
Yes,
But,
of course. Yeah,
like
definitely.
trying different products and giving people feedback, but also just like the people as well. It's been kind of interesting, just the connections that are made through cannabis and like how it helps people in different ways.
Yeah, connects
Yeah,
everybody.
because everyone's different. Like it's so weird that like sativas put people to sleep, and I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
yeah. Yeah.
Biochemistry is weird.
Yeah, I'm the opposite.
So what is your preferred method of consumption?
Smoking for sure.
Nice.
I've really grown fond of joints just because of the whole craft
Yes.
and yeah, like you have to take time to roll a nice one, and like it's like a meditation.
It's the whole art of rolling.
Yeah,
Right?
it is.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You've got your tray, your grinder, your paper. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So, what does 420 mean to you personally?
420.
Yeah.
Time to smoke.
Yeah, I love it.
But-
Perfect. Great answer.
Yeah.
What's the most annoying thing you get asked by customers?
The most annoying thing?
Yeah.
Why can't I show a picture ID? like a not like the real thing, but like just
Library
a
card
picture.
with
Right.
a picture?
No, just like a picture on your phone.
Oh,
So I'm like,
yes.
bro, you can't show me just on your phone. It's got to be the real thing.
I need physical copies,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you see that hologram in real
That's,
life.
yeah, that's literally it. Like I think people have like common sense for the most part. Yeah.
For the most part. For the most part.
Except
right?
for those people that ask that question. Like, can I show you the picture on my phone?
Do you have a favorite LP right now or a favorite LP rep who stops by to see you guys?
Yeah.
I'm terrible with names.
No, that's fine.
But the dude from Organic Dutchman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Kigon, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's chill. He comes by every now and then, even just to buy product sometimes.
Just to make
so.
sure that you guys are all good too, right?
Yeah.
That's
Pick up the smoke
awesome.
for the
I love
day.
it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yes,
we
thank you,
appreciate
Juan. We
it.
appreciate it.
And we hope to see you again soon.
Cool.
Yes, enjoy the
yeah,
event.
you guys have a good one.
Thank you.
Perfect.
thank you.
Juan.
Hi, friends, and welcome back to The Corner. This is Adam,
And that is Adriana.
and we're here with our new friend. He's going to introduce himself. First name, pronouns, and company.
Hi, my name is Mike Schneider. I'm from Custom Cannabis. I'm he.
I already disclosed that. Sorry, guys.
No big deal. I'm a master grower and director of production at Custom Cannabis. We're an LP, and
Nice.
yeah.
So how long have you been in the industry?
So I've been in the industry personally 2.5 years in the legal industry, and then about 10 years before that in the legacy market. Yeah.
So what brought you to cannabis? What was the love?
Well, originally, it was
Yeah.
just kind of like my friends were smoking weed and I wasn't smoking weed, and that's how it happened, right?
Yeah.
And then from there, I just found a real love for it. Like, I was always a grower with my parents, my dad. So I started learning how to cultivate the plant very early, and I just fell in love really quick,
The love
right?
started young, hey?
All
I
the
like
different
it.
cultivars and everything you could find, and the flavors and the profiles. It's just so good, right? Yeah. So I've been about that since I was a young man, and now, like, I actually just fell into the legal market.
Congrats.
I kind of just fell in, right?
I love seeing legacy people that
Get
get to
into it,
move.
yeah.
It warms my little soul.
I feel very privileged to be one of those people too. So I started as a maintenance guy at Custom Cannabis, and eventually they seen my talents and my knowledge, and they promoted me, and I worked my way up, and now I'm the master grower there, and
Snaps for you.
yeah,
I love
and
that.
I just worked really hard, and I love the plant. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
So as a master grower, what's your favorite medium to grow plants in?
My favorite medium is like maybe salts. I like salts and core, right?
Nice.
So cocoa core. I know it's not the best thing for the planet, but on a scale that we grow, it is the most efficient and best media we could use, really.
Awesome.
If I could grow living soil, or if I could be more regenerative, I would love to be. So, I know there's new medias coming on the market, and I want to be part of that, which would be like BioCore, right?
Yes.
So I'm super stoked about that, and looking how to make that regenerative within a facility. So yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. It's
Currently, what do you think's missing from the legal market?
That's a good question. I love that question. I think about it all the time. So
I love this.
yeah,
I have a list.
yeah, it's a huge list, but I think I'm gonna say the main one is the huge disconnect between the consumer and the grower and everything in between. So like the consumer and the dispensary and the regulator, or the dispensary and the grower, or the consumer and the grower, the dispensary and whatever.
Salesperson in the middle
All of
there,
it,
yeah.
all of it is super disconnected. Like especially like what the grower can do and how that reflects on what the customer wants.
Right.
And the disconnect between those is, I think that's why we see a bunch of companies floundering, is because they came in with this vision of make a bunch of money. This is gonna be great. It's super profitable.
Yeah.
There's all this cash,
It's
and
not that hard. We can do this.
Yeah,
right?
anybody can do it.
yeah, anybody can do it. But
Stoners.
then when you realize that the government's gonna take like $1 per gram from you, just like right out of the gate, and the farmer is responsible for that, right? Not the dispensary. They don't remit the tax.
Nope.
The farmer does. So nonetheless, it's the toughest being the farmer, and when there's a big disconnect between the consumer and the farmer, or even the dispensary and the farmer, you get this breakdown that we have right now,
Definitely.
right?
Yes.
Because there could be amazing amazing products on the market, but we don't have the word coming through the chain.
that how good
That
they
happens
are.
all, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it happens too often.
Way too
Yeah,
often.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's why I think that's missing.
Yeah.
Almost.
Thanks for the answer.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to consume?
I'm a hash rosin guy, right? Yeah, live hash rosin all day. I think it's the future, right? It's it's the best thing you can do. It's the cleanest. It's good for the environment. It's good for people. It
Tastes
good.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah, it tastes
exactly.
great. It's an experience, right? That's the other half of this, is providing like value in an experience to the consumer, right?
Definitely.
And then hash rosin's that. Yeah.
What does 420 mean to you personally?
Oh man, it's a great time to smoke weed. Yeah, right. more than that, it's just something that, like, growing up as a kid, we knew what 420 was, right? That's, okay, let's get high, right? You know, it's weed. Yeah.
After school, meeting the gang.
Yeah, or after work, meeting the gang, right? You know, so, yeah.
Awesome. Well, Mike, thank you very much. We really appreciate this. This has been really great. Glad you're in the industry, dude.
Thank you very much. It's nice meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
You did great.
Mike, you did awesome. Yeah.
No worries.
Great, yeah.